Testing 1, 2, 3.
Testing,
La, la,
testing,
la, la,
testing, yada 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 da.
I suck dick for a living.
Oh, crap. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to number 3 of the Metal Hour. Oh yeah, I am Dominic Gard as always, and next to me, the one, the only,
the legend, the myth, the ginger, Zach Hart.
Are you really a ginger?
I am a ginger.
You're
Don't you see in the beard?
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of a light ginger. But
I lost it all because I stay inside because the sun burns my soul and my skin.
I need like 3 gallons of sunscreen just to go take the trash.
1000.
Just go take the trash out. Oh man, I'm feeling good today. I don't know how you feeling today, Zach. You feeling alright?
I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Heck yeah, man. I remember last cast we were talking about we had a hurricane in our midst.
What hurricane?
And it
freaking never hit us.
It just took a hard right turn.
It was on drug dealer time. It said it would show up on Saturday. It took 4 days and never showed.
Right? Man, I feel like I was getting my freaking internet fixed or something, you know. But
for real.
Are you gonna be? We'll be here around 12 o'clock Monday and 8:30 on Friday. All right, great, perfect, love it.
Rain check. Sorry.
Oh man. All right, well we got a lot of great stuff today. Let's just jump right into it, man. I know I showed you this earlier, and we're a little late on it, but I think it'll be okay because it's only 2 weeks old.
Yeah.
So it's still an infant, still a newborn.
It's still
It's still in the hospital
fresh
a little
air,
bit,
fresh
you
air.
know. But freaking Kill Switch Engage, man.
Yeah.
You know, they probably have the biggest song right now of all year. I'm calling it.
You really think so?
I think of all year.
I mean, yeah, but you gotta keep in mind, Godsmack themselves, they dropped 3 singles, and all 3 singles are one hits.
Yeah, I mean, I actually haven't listened. I didn't know Godsmack dropped anything new.
Yeah, dude, they dropped 3 singles, and both 3 singles, they've never done this before, but within those 3 singles, they were all top charts songs.
Oh shit! I got some research I gotta do, man. I didn't even realize that.
I was shocked because it was Godsmack. And number 2, like
old Sully Irma, man, that's that dude.
Yeah, they're doing something good. They're doing something good. But I'm gonna be honest. I will say though, I think this new Kill Switch song will give them a run for their money.
Oh heck yeah! If you guys don't know, the song is called where'd it go? I just had it, Signal Fire, and what makes it so great is because it brings back for one time and one time only the man himself, Mr. Howard Jones, the original singer for Kill Switch Engage, man.
The face of Kill Switch.
Because, don't get me wrong, if you like Kill Switch now, I'll tell you, listen to them, give them love, do what you need to do, because I'll be honest, their ballad song Always is really, really good. I cried first time I listened to it. I ain't gonna lie to you. At me on Facebook, I don't care. But, I really, really liked it because the new Kill Switch, it's definitely not the old Kill Switch.
Yeah.
Because when you change singers, it's really tough to
match the sound.
Exactly, to hold on to that old sound. Now, some bands did it well. Like, my personal opinion, I think 3 Days Grace did it better.
Really?
Yes. I personally think...
What?
I said it. Freaking Matt Walsh from My Darkest Days came in, and when he busted out the machine, man, come on. That was... Because... Here...
I'm gonna have to disagree.
You're gonna have to disagree? Hey, that's okay. That's okay. That's alright. That's what we're here for, man.
I feel like that singer should have stayed in My Darkest Days.
Yeah.
And honestly... I feel like what should have happened is either A, they should have found a way to bring their singer back because like I forget his name.
I think his name was Alex or something.
Alex something. I don't know. But either A, they should have brought him back, did something to bring him back, or B, they should have definitely I'm torn on this because they had a few good songs with the singer.
I mean, because So Cold was really good.
Machine was good.
Machine was good with
and
the new guy.
Exactly. I can only think of 2 songs. That's the point.
Adam Gontier.
Adam Gontier.
Gontier. If I'm mispronouncing his last name, I apologize, but looks like Gontier. But
I don't know, man. Like, I'm torn because like I 3 Days Grace was like a pinnacle moment of like growing up.
Because I will give credit to 3 Days Grace. I'm not trashing on them. I love them as a band. They definitely paved the way for music now. Would you declare them new metal? Or like not new metal, like this is new, like NU metal. New metal.
No. I would classify them as like punk rock.
I can get that because freaking songs like I Hate Everything About You, Never Too Late, Animal I've Become, Pain,
1X.
Riot, 1X.
I mean that whole album 1X.
1X album was really, really good. And I feel like it's kind of like the soundtrack of our generation,
exactly.
of our teen
years. That's exactly where I'm getting at in regards of why I feel like the new singer didn't do them justice. Mm-hmm. Because once Adam left, their rise of top charts of a generation backing them died.
Okay.
Like their fan base, the buzz that they had around them, because they had a lot of buzz. Because I'm not kidding, like they were next to My Chemical Romance and let's say the story of the year. I think that's the name of the band. I know they're more like progressive punk, but Blink-182, just shit like that. They were the voice and the sound movement of the 2000 generation.
Okay.
And during that time, like there was just so much buzz around them that they were our national, like our teen anthem, the anarchy anthem.
Yeah, the freaking I Hate Everything About You. You're like, yeah,
fucking riot, dude.
I'm in elementary school, and little Sally Lou over here stole my crayon.
So fuck her up. I hate you.
Get out of here, Sally Lou.
Exactly.
Little Jimmy gave her 3 cookies. I only gave her 2. That freaking cookie stealing whore.
But I will say this though, he's not bad. I do like a few of the songs. It's just like I said, I can't. The words that I want to use, I can't really like put to it. I just feel like they could have done better.
Okay, they probably could have picked a better singer.
They could have.
All right. I mean, like me personally, I disagree, but hey, that's how it goes, man.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, both singers push out good music that everyone can get down with.
That's true.
I mean, I freaking loved it. But let me go back to Howard Jones real quick, because this guy, if you want to talk about paved the way, this guy took. I think I want to say he was the first, or more of like the stepping stone into death metal. I know their band's not really death metal, more like I would say it's more just metal straight, or would you call it more metalcore?
Metalcore.
I'd probably put it more metalcore with less chugs and stuff like that.
I feel like it's definitely metalcore.
Because he brought out in the early 2000s something that no one else was really doing. And if they were doing it, he's the one who brought it into the light. Because his vocals, being probably to this day one of the best screamers there is, how he holds his notes, how he hits them every single time, even to this day, it's phenomenal. And his cleans in general are super melodic, super just angelic in a dark kind of way. And
the sound that they had also was a sound that really appealed to a lot of the masses in regards to even like the old time duffers. Like when I say old time, I'm talking about like my pops, like who only listen to like Iron Maiden, Megadeth, fucking Dio, stuff like that. Black Sabbath, fucking Pantera, fucking Sabotage. Bands like that, they had a sound that appealed to that generation as well, that even a lot of the old duffers really backed Killswitch as well. Oh yeah. Like they really brought in a diverse crowd to their music.
Mm-hmm. Which I mean the new guy, he's good. I feel like he's good for a newer generation after us coming up. Yeah. Because I feel like Killswitch will always be that one band that'll be your stepping stone to whatever that you go into. Bands like Killswitch, freaking Disturbed, Slipknot, even one band that I don't think gets mentioned a lot, and even though they're kind of more of a mix between punk, pop, metal, and rock all into one, and it's Linkin Park. Because
rest in peace, Chester
R.I.P.
Bennington.
man. That I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to spend too much time on that, but it was been like 2 years, not too long ago.
It still hurts.
And it still hurts. It's probably, my personal opinion, one of the hardest deaths in the music industry.
It was first Chester and then freaking Chris.
Chris Cornell was first.
Oh yeah, Chris. Yeah, Let me rephrase that. It was Chris then Chester.
And don't get me wrong, Chris Cornell, that dude's voice was like
They were best friends, man.
It was like molasses. It was so smooth, and it was just like a wooden molasses.
Yeah,
it was smooth, but you had that little bits of splinters in there. You're like, ooh, okay, this guy. I mean, Coincide from Audio Slave, one of my all-time favorite bands. I'm not gonna lie, just that opening vocal where he just goes, yeah, and you're like, oh, all right, okay, let's tone down a little bit easy there, Chris. But Linkin Park, man, because if you listen to songs, like Giving Up, Faint, and just everything that from the Hybrid Theory album, Paper Cut, Chester goes hard on it.
He's so diverse in the way he sings, and like each album was different. Each album told a different story, and it was a different like actual sound.
And that's
every album was a different sound from the band.
And usually people absolutely hated that. Like, freaking this band.
Yeah, so much hate for it.
Like this band, why can't they be like, what they were before? Because you're going to complain that, they just do the same thing over and over again.
You can't please the crowd because either keep doing the same thing and they complain that you're repetitive, or you switch it up and then they are mad that you switched it up because they're like
the old stuff was working,
Yeah.
That's why so many people. I know we talk about Whitechapel a lot, so I won't stay on it. But that's why so many people gave so much hate to the Valley, because they're like, Phil Bozeman's just doing cleans, and it worked. It worked. I love the Valley. I think it's an amazing, beautiful piece of art. Not just because of the sound and how everything's mixed well, but just because of the stories behind it.
Yeah.
Very well done, very dark, but in a melodic type of
thing.
pumped up kicks way. You get what I'm saying? But okay, that's all Whitechapel talk for right now, because I know we talk about them a lot, so I'll ignore that. But with Linkin Park, man, it's his vocals, his sound is just raw, in your face. Here I am. This is who I am.
I'll be real, some of his live performance, in studio, they did a lot of diverse things, but Chester really pushed the boundaries on his live performances. Like, I don't know if anyone noticed, but that man could fucking scream.
Oh, yeah.
That man had some of the cleanest cleans, and that man could get fucking low. I mean, and he could even he even like we were talking about, do the hybrid inhaling, where he could inhale and exhale simultaneously. Cycle breathing. Like he really was truly diverse in his vocal skills. I mean, he's still popular to this day for holding, I think, one of the longest notes, and it was in "Given Up." He holds it for 30 seconds. And I know that doesn't seem like a lot of time, in general, because 30 seconds probably just went by right now. But when it comes to music and you belting out your voice, 30 seconds is a long time. Yeah. Especially if you're holding... And he wasn't doing just a regular scream. It was a super high where you gotta use all your air to get it. And he held that thing for 30 seconds. And it sounded exactly the same. There was no drop, fluctuation, drop. It was solid. And what I like about him so much is that when you see him in live performance now, unfortunately I wasn't able to go see them live, which I would have loved to. I'm sure they put on a fantastic concert, but you can see just in live videos how much power and emotion he's putting behind it, and you feel his power. You can see the veins popping on that bald head of his.
Oh yeah. And probably one of the most famous tattoos in the world, the fire cuffs. Yeah. I gotta give respect to the fire cuffs. But I love that, man. It just people like that and bands like that have developed music that is now like a band that I think a lot of people give crap to because they changed or because they had differences in sound would be Disturbed. Because don't get me wrong, Disturbed is one of and was for the longest time my favorite band of all freaking time. David Draymond, John Moyer, Mike Wingren, and Dan Donegan. All four of them were phenomenal. Still are. They're still touring.
Still are.
But people
coming to Florida.
Yeah, they are coming to Florida. Heck yeah. They're always on freaking 98 Rock Fest or something like that.
Yeah,
they're always on tour with some festival.
For a hot minute, they've only been up in the North region. They haven't been in the States in like at least a year and a half.
Right.
And now they're coming to Florida, and I was like, I really want to go. But it's going back to like we were talking about before in the last episode. It's at a fucking state theaters, and as much as I like theater, amphitheaters, theater stage type shit. Concerts, I don't like to sit. Yeah. I don't like to be trapped behind fucking chairs. I don't like when it's like when they're like an intermission break, like it's just like you're waiting in line to fucking leave the stage to go to the fucking bathroom. Yeah. I don't like that shit. I really don't. Like, if it's gonna be outdoor, like a big arena, get rid of the fucking chairs, man. Just get rid of them.
Just let everybody stand, man. If you gotta sit down,
bring your own damn chair.
Go somewhere else. I know it gets hot. I know you get tired.
Get an umbrella.
Get an umbrella.
Get an umbrella, fucker. Like
that's why I like places like the Orpheum, the Crowbar, State Theater. There was always somewhere to sit if you needed to.
Yeah.
But the floor was always open.
Exactly.
Always open.
Always open, and and like another thing is. I love to mosh.
Yeah.
I love to mosh. And at theaters like that, you have to pay extra just to get in the fucking pit. And when we say extra, I'm talking about like $200+.
Oh yeah, the actual like if you go to the Amalie Arena or the Amway Arena or any type of arena, they do have the open quote. I guess you can put quotations around it, pit, where it's like you're right. It's like you're up in the front. Yeah, that's great. It's all GA, but. You paid like $400
easily $400.
Yeah.
Especially depending on like the band. Like I'll be real. During the Five Finger Death Punch show with Nothing More and Bad Wolves and Breaking Benjamin. By the way, fucking great show.
Oh yeah.
All of them, great show. And it was right when I even got out of rehab and he was there singing. It was phenomenal. But those tickets for the pit was, I think, just starting out was $386 for the pit. No, I got lawn seats.
Screw
all
that.
in the fucking back. $25.
Freaking what was it, like the Crowbar and whatnot for the pit and the whole place? What, $20, $30? Yeah. Depending on who's playing.
I saw We Came as Romans at the Crowbar, and those tickets were only $15.
Jeez.
And I was up in the front the whole damn time. I was in the pit. And I didn't have to pay extra to fucking mosh.
Heck yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. Oh, jeez. Speaking of freaking moshing, man. I don't know if anybody listening have moshed yet. If you haven't, I will say definitely do it. Because I think a lot of like music videos or movies or TVs and videos that you see online and YouTube and whatnot make it out to be a lot worse than it really is, because the only ones that actually ever get noticed are all the people being stupid mosh pits.
Yeah,
get what I'm saying? And like the big like old school Warped Tour ones where nobody really knew how to correctly do it, and so I think
I'm gonna stop you right there real quick.
Go right. What you got?
It's not that they didn't know how to do it. It's just there's a lot of drunk assholes that don't have mosh etiquette.
I'll correct myself. So, should we real quick, Zach? We're going to bring it down low real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Zach Hart going to talk to you real quick about mosh etiquette. Zach, take it away.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, I'm going to be absolutely honest with you. One of the biggest things that I can't fucking stand is a drunk asshole. And when I say drunk assholes, I don't care if you drink. I love to drink. I'm a little fucking social alcoholic, let's be honest. But when I say drunk asshole, I'm talking about the people that get super drunk and think that they're a fucking brute and literally try to take on everyone at the fucking show 1v1,000 in the pit and start crowd killing when it doesn't call for crowd killing. I'm talking about the people that just start forcefully opening the pit when it doesn't need to be forcefully open like that. There's simple ways to open the pit. It's called start a circle pit, roll around in the people, don't kick the people. Like I went to a Whitechapel show at Janice with Dom over here, and there was an incident where this
hottest concert in the world. It was brutal.
There was this tall dude, alright, he was bald, looked like a Viking. I'm gonna describe you. He was built like a fucking ox that had a beer gut. He had tree trunk legs with toothpick arms. And this motherfucker had a fucking tall boy in his hand, and then on his other hand, he had his cell phone. And he was in the center of the pit. And this was before Flesh God Apocalypse played. And so it was still sunlight raining down beep, fucking hell sun rays.
Gosh,
we were all
horrible.
dripping sweat. Like, it was excruciating. You could see steam coming off the concrete because of how hot it was.
If I can find the photo, I'll put it in the video so people can see just how beaming the sun was on both of us.
It was bad.
It was horrible.
But this dude wanted to start to mosh. And there was this couple right across the pit. And so what he does is he starts crowd killing. And he ends up roundhousing this poor lady in the fucking head. And when I say roundhouse, I'm talking full-fledged back heel in her fucking jaw. Knocked her out.
Dude, I'm not a violent man, but if you hit my girl or something, like, we're throwing down, man.
Exactly. There was another incident where everyone's crowd killing, everyone's having a great time. This was at a show over at the 662 before it closed down, and there was this one guy, he was once again drunk asshole, was doing a helicopter kick, right? And while this guy was doing a helicopter kick, a guy walked up to him, the drunk asshole, mind you, literally kicked the guy while he was on one leg, in his leg, and I watched his leg and his kneecap do a full gyroscope 360, bellowed out, and collapsed. Dude broke his leg.
Jeez.
And now, see, I'm not telling you these stories to deter you from coming to mosh pits. Mosh pits are wonderful things.
You meet a lot of great people.
You do. And honestly, the reason why we mosh is because the music influences us to move, and we have to move. And that's why we mosh. We move. Like, everyone in the pit, after we get done, we hug it out. We love each other. You know, it's only the drunk assholes that cause the beef, that cause these bad scenarios to happen.
I remember.
So if you're a drunk asshole, fuck you.
I remember the last concert you and I went to. It was Chelsea Grin, Oceano, Slaughter Prevail, and Whitechapel. Freaking legendary lined up. Probably one of the best concerts I've ever been to. But I remember that one guy, that 40-year-old dude, who at first, I'll be honest, he was outside and he was kind of talking a lot, and I was like, oh, geez, this guy. But he was one of these cooler drunk guys, because you can tell he had a few before and while he was
smelling on his breath.
Oh, yeah. And so this dude was in the pit, just having the time of his life, having fun. He hit you in the head with his own head, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He did like a helicopter thing with his neck
and
just smashed you right in the face.
And you know what? I wasn't even mad.
You got a video with him on Snapchat. It's like, this is my new friend, man. He hit me in the head. He's like, yeah, man, we're brothers now.
I do. I remember that. I even had that same video on my Instagram.
Oh, man.
It is on my Instagram. I remember that. And you know, like, it's the thing about that is like, if you do something intentional, people can see it.
Yeah.
Like, just because there's a lot of people doesn't mean that eyes aren't on you.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest, a lot of the moshing community, if they see you solo someone out, you will get fucked up.
They will come after you.
People will come after you in the pit. Like, I'm gonna be honest, there is security there. The security won't get there fast enough. No. I've seen it. You know, like, if you purposely solo someone out because you're just trying to be a dick, you know, you'll get fucked up. Like, I will say, we are a protected people, we are a loving people, and we're one big happy family. And you know, that's the thing. You don't fuck around with family. We're all there for a good time.
Yeah.
Have a good time. And if you decide to mosh, you do it on your own terms. Don't throw someone in the pit that doesn't want to be in the pit.
You go respectfully, man. And one biggest things I've seen, and I actually got a story about this, and I'll get into that in a second. But when you talk about mosh etiquette, I will say there are a lot of females at metal shows. Mm-hmm. A lot more than you probably think, actually. A lot of them really love it. And then there's my fiance who gets dragged to them. Mm-hmm. Because that poor girl. Oh, man. She absolutely hates it, but I love her. So, and
don't feel bad. Same with my girlfriend, man. I drag her with me everywhere I go, too.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, when it comes to mosh etiquette, if there's a girl there and she's on the edge of the pit, and she's not in it, or if a girl is in the pit and she's kind of just pushing, having fun, don't go crowd killer. Don't go after her, because two things are going to happen. One, you're going to hit a girl. That's not going to be a good thing, and you're declared a dick. Two,
instantly declared dick.
Everybody who sees that is going to go right after you.
I do. If I ever see it, I'm going to be honest, I'm the type of person, I'm very observant in the pits, mm-hmm. and if I do see someone hit a girl on accident, that's one thing.
Yeah, even if he's apologetic, like, "Oh, shoot, I'm so sorry,"
exactly.
I mean, you're in the pit; it's gonna happen. But
I will say this though, but if the woman does decide to get in the pit, she knows what she's getting herself into. Yeah. She's going to get hit.
Yeah.
But it's when the people really there's a difference between an accident and intentional.
Yeah.
And I've seen it intentionally happen, because I don't know what it is, but it's a sexist thing that goes on in the pit sometimes, mm-hmm. where some guys truly feel like women don't belong in the pit.
Yeah.
And if they see it, they will hurt them to get them out of the pit to prove a point.
It's that freaking small man syndrome.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't belong here, women don't belong in here, we're men, we're
baby syndrome, man.
I'm like, get out of here, dude. If they want to have fun, let them have fun. Get out of here.
I'll be real. I personally, I've went after a few people in the pits before for that shit.
Yeah.
Like me and a whole bunch of other people. I'm not gonna even lie. I remember this one guy. I think his name was Nick. I call him Gears though, because he only has one tattoo. This guy's buff as shit. Goes at USF, right? He has a Gears of War tattoo on his shoulder.
Heck yeah.
And I've always seen him at the pit, at the shows. Like, I've never hung out with him outside of shows. I've mm-hmm. only seen him at shows. Yeah. And every time we go to shows, we see each other all the time. We always link up, where it's like times never pass.
That's like freaking Rings girl.
Yeah, Amanda.
Amanda.
Yeah, like that's another thing about shows, Like, there's people that you will only see at shows, mm-hmm. but it's like they won't forget your face.
They're when her and I saw each other, I remember it was outside of the State Theater. It was the first time we met her. And the reason I call her Rings Girl is because she was wearing a Rings of Saturn shirt, and that's who was playing. And so, super cool, super nice.
Ironically, she was the ex-girlfriend of my friend Zach Stannard, who I used to go to church camp with back when I was a wee little shit.
A wee little lad. That's kind of funny. Small world, huh?
Yeah, I know. I thought it was interesting.
And, I met her that one time in that line, and, she hung out with us while we were up front, and I pulled her up front because, hey, Rings is coming on. Come here. You're small. Get up here.
Yeah.
And so then we saw her at Janice again. I was like, hey, oh, my gosh, I remember you. And she was
I saw her at Warped Tour last year, too.
Did you see her at Warped Tour?
Yeah.
Freaking...
it's everywhere you go, you run into people.
She and all of us got a photo together, and it was my Facebook background for the longest time. It was her, your buddy with the red hair, Jake, and my fiance, you, and our friend Sierra. Yeah. So,
and that random big lard of a guy that just came in and was like,
yeah, just the freaking devil horns, yeah, brother, and oh my god, he
looked like he could have been like Hulk Hogan's distant cousin.
All right, freaking. But yeah, I got off on a tangent. I was gonna tell you a story. It was about girls in the pit, and you said one time that sometimes security won't get there fast enough.
Yeah.
I will say this: do not try to crowd kill at the Orpheum in Ybor.
Never.
Do not try to crowd kill, because those security guards are big, are scary.
They don't play no more.
And are quick.
Oh, yeah.
Super quick. I had
They stand in the pit now.
They do.
They stand in the pit now.
I saw one moshing one time. not gonna lie. And he literally, I was in the VIP section, which don't go VIP at the Orpheum. It's literally you just go upstairs and you just get an upstairs area. It's not worth the extra $20. I thought you were gonna get a meet and greet or something, but no.
No.
Just pay the general admission. It's a lot better, trust me, because we went right downstairs as soon as we were like, this sucks. But anyway, but if you just want to listen to the show, don't want to be part of it, get VIP. It's good. But
it's good. It gets you out of the way of all the drunk assholes.
Yeah. So my buddy and I, we were up top, and we were looking down the pit, and there's this one guy. just crowd killing, being one of those drunk dudes. And he freaking, I guess he was what is the word? He was swinging his fist around.
Helicopter arms.
Helicopter arms. He was, and he socked a girl in the face who was on the edge of the pit, not even part of it. And I cannot tell you, I blinked. It was this quick. I blinked, and this big old security guard literally like put his arm around the guy's throat and like put him like in half Nelson, just lifted him up by his throat and walked with him outside, pushed him outside. I can't hear what they were saying, but he's like, "You don't do that. You're out of here. Keep going. You're not allowed back in here." And I'm like, "Holy crap! Okay, man, I know what to not do in there now." Like, it is scary at the Orpheum, man. Great venue because it's a safe venue.
I love that venue.
I freaking love it, man. It was so good. I had a great time. And go ahead. What you got?
I mean, but in regards to all these stories, like there are a lot of it's negative.
Yeah.
That we touched on, but I want to touch on some positive notes of moshing.
There are a lot of positive.
Like
a lot more. They outweigh the negatives.
Exactly. I've met more people by moshing than ever. Like I met when I went on my graduation to go see Bring the Horizon. I met a group of people who are now really close friends of mine.
Yeah.
Two of which who are still really good friends of mine, Alexis and Taylor. And I shit you not, two of the toughest motherfuckers I've ever met.
Yeah.
During that show, I watched Alexis, who is this like short black-haired chick, go in and fucking it's a wall of death, and instead of like, I'm thinking that they're gonna do whatever, she's in the front. She's in the front,
leading the charge.
I'm like, okay, what's this? I'm on the other side, and next it closes in, and fucking I lose my friends. I lost my roommates who I came there with. I was like, it was just a flurry of fucking hits, and like I ended up finding my friend Nolan. And as we were going through, I ran into my sister Katie, and my sister has a fucking busted lip and blood's coming down her face, and she's like having a great time. And then next I get fucking decked. I get fucking soccer punch.
Jeez.
Like, because I'm not paying attention, I stopped. And I turn around, and I just turn my head. It's like picture perfect.
Yeah.
Like, there's just a fist standing right by my face, and I turn my head into the punch just to get knocked back. And it was Alexis who punched me. I shit you not. I've never been punched so hard in my life. And it was by a fucking woman.
And I've never been so turned on in my life.
No.
I was raging.
I just found it was interesting because, like, at that moment, like, I knew, I'm like, these are some cool ass motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah.
And I have so many fucking stories. Like, I remember, like, there's times, where people do conga lines in the fucking pit. There was this one show, I was at the Spite show, where everyone sat down while Spite was fucking playing.
Did they row?
And we started fucking rowing.
Oh, God.
Sitting down and fucking Viking rowing. And then when the breakdown hit, everyone jumped up and went ballistic. It was insane. Like, it's just like small moments like that.
Dude, that's good. I remember the freaking Slaughter Prevail show, and like the pit started dying down a little bit, but it was that super big muscular dude. You know what I'm talking about? The really tall, buff guy, and it was the smaller, kind of just average looking dude. And they were just the two guys in the pit, and everyone was cheering them on, and they were, staring at each other.
Like
they
doing
were
a Western thing.
Yeah, when somebody said go or they went go, they start bashing each other. And that's the thing I love about it. Everybody was laughing, having a good time, having fun. And when they got done, they bro hugged, and everyone got back in the pit again and started circling it up.
And I'll be honest, when people are swinging, they're not really swinging full force.
No.
I'll be absolutely honest. No one's actually hawking back trying to fucking deck someone.
No.
They're just
it's
using
just loose limbs.
Loose limbs swinging. That's honestly is. And if you get hit, honestly, it feels more like a fucking honestly a paddle on your ass.
Yeah.
It feels like someone's hitting you with a paddle. Like, it hurts a little bit, but it ain't gonna fucking kill you. But you can tell the difference between those people. Mosh etiquette, ladies and gentlemen.
Mosh etiquette. Oh man, that was a good fun story. I really enjoyed that. Whew, what time is it? Oh, we still got plenty of time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even freaking mosh etiquette and everything that, man. Yeah, and I think before we go into probably one of our newer segments that we have, which I think all of you will enjoy, and probably will make fun of, us. I'm gonna touch on two things super quick. I just want to hit up a new blood real quick. Probably a few of those. We do have one I recently heard today that kind of gave me the old school breakdown stink face. You get what I'm talking about? Where you just like tuck your lips in and you're just like, ooh.
Constipated look. Like you're just like,
you're like,
damn.
Ooh, my. It's and I feel really bad.
Sexy lip bite.
You're like, and you need a new pair of shorts, every time.
Dude.
I feel kind of bad because I found these guys today, actually, from our source, Between Two Shores on YouTube. Guys, if you don't know Between Two Shores, they do a lot of, top 10 breakdown lists, synth breakdown lists, vocal breakdown lists. Check them out. They're really cool. They provide a lot of these bands for us. So it's Between Two Shores on YouTube. Tell them Metal Hour sent you. But anyway, I found a band called Impuritan. And the song name is Incisions, or Incision, Incisions, Incisions, and I showed you this before we started, and the dude just goes freaking hard.
He goes like it's like once he starts, it's 100% full throttle.
It's and I don't really think he hits many highs. It's just all straight lows through the whole entire song.
When he does do his highs, it has that nice witchy,
kind of like cackly, broken type of
like Black Dahlia's Murders highs.
Mm-hmm. I can understand that.
It's good.
And he kind of has a I Declare War type of low, that very natural deep,
like
from the chest.
Naturally
from the chest, right in your face, deep low. And
it's brutal.
There was two breakdowns in the song that gave you the old stank face. You're like, ooh, you were trying to talk to me during it, and like
I couldn't continue my story.
Midway, he's like, yeah, so I was getting my car fixed up. Hold on. I was like, wait a minute.
So yeah, if you guys haven't checked them out, definitely check them out.
Impuritan song Incisions. Tell them Metal Hour sent you. Do you got one you just want to throw out? We'll make it really quick.
Actually, yeah, I do. I was actually at Steak and Shake on my way home from work, and this was literally right after the Slipknot show, and I ran into a little group of metalheads, and I got to talking to them, and they actually, there was a group of them. They are in two different bands. And I gave them a listen, and they're actually pretty good. They're local here from Lakeland, Florida. The one band is called Moxlead, Moxlead. They're a really cool band. They're kind of like a stonerish grunge metal vibe. Really good peoples, really friendly, really nice guys. Definitely give them a listen to. And then the other band is called D Prime, Deprime. And another local band from Florida. They're really cool. They're more of the kind of like grunge Nirvana acid rock type vibe.
Kind of like a Tool,
Yeah, and they're really interesting, and I really like what they're doing. Keep in mind these guys are super local. Definitely if you guys get a chance, give them some love. Tell them Metal Hour sent you. So yeah, I just want to touch on those two guys. They're some really cool people.
All right, heck yeah. Now we showed you guys a new segment that we have on here, the New Bloods, and sent it to the Slaughterhouse, which I don't think we're going to be able to get to a Slaughterhouse today, which is fine. We'll just have to remember to do it next cast.
We got you guys next week.
Yeah, we got you next week. But I think comes down to probably one of the most fun and just obnoxiously weird and just ridiculous segments we have is Does It Metal. Now Does It Metal basically is we a lot of metalists have a bunch of like super sick, brutal, angry, nasty pre-vocal breakdowns, where just like call outs, everything that's like, oh, you're about to die, stuff like that. Blood, rain. Murder.
Exactly.
So basically, what we did is that we decided to see, could we do those pre-vocal breakdown lines with some not so metal lyrics. You know, so I wrote down 2 pre-vocal lyrics for Zach. Zach wrote down 2 pre-vocal lyrics for me.
I'll let you guys know mine is fucking hilarious.
We have not seen these. This is the first time that any of us are seeing any of them. And before we get to it, I'll let you guys listen to the breakdown real quick. Okay, so I think I don't even know if my voice is ready for this.
Oh, you're ready for this.
Let me get a swig of your water. I hope you're not sick.
I'm not. I just got herpes. Mm-hmm. And AIDS. And glaucoma.
Well, yeah, you can't really contract glaucoma from
Hey, I shit in that.
Hey, I bled in that thing. You know.
I just, for disclosure, I don't have any of those diseases. I'm healthy as a horse.
A AIDS-ridden horse.
An AIDS-ridden horse.
All right, so
what am I, from Birmingham?
So I don't have a coin or anything of who goes first.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors. Okay, one time. Right, rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
You win.
All right, I won. I chose scissors. You gotta choose scissors all the time, ladies and gentlemen.
Scissors wins all the time.
Okay, so I'm not gonna show you the second line, so I'm just gonna rip that off.
Okay.
It's just the first one's not my favorite. The second one is my personal favorite.
I think both of them. I like both of mine.
The first one I think has already been done. So I'm just gonna let you look at it.
Okay.
And let's see if you can.
Oh my god.
All right. Okay. So really quick, I'll let the music play, and whenever you're ready,
I'm ready.
Give it a low. I say, man, let's do a low or a high. You're the one, however you're feeling, and whenever you're ready.
Burgers are do 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 do. Burgers are do 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 do. Burgers are.
What in the world, man?
Some baby shark action. Some baby shark action.
Some baby shark action. So, is this the first one? Right?
Yeah,
I didn't
the
look
first
at,
one.
That's the first one.
And I wrote how you should sing it. Brutal breakdown.
You want me to say exactly like that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Okay. 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 Ready?
Sucks my
Oh my.
Disclosure said suck my cock.
Oh jeez. Okay. Ooh, this next this next one I'm so proud of. Let me know if you can read it.
Okay.
Let me know if you can read it. It's a pretty lengthy one, but I'm sure you know what it is.
I can't.
You got it.
Oh my god, this is so lengthy. This is gonna be fun.
Okay.
Okay.
So whenever you're ready, just give it a hit.
If you wanna love one been diagnosed with mesothelioma, you may be entitled to compensation.
Yeah. You were
Just the fact that, oh my god, what the world is that?
I love it. I love it.
Okay, let's see what my next one is. What in the world? I don't want to get that last one. Okay. Oh jeez. What is that even from? Is that Ninja Sex Party? Like, what the
How did you know?
I just took a wild guess at it. Flower power, flower power, flower power.
I loved it.
Oh my gosh, man! What in the world are we doing?
Flower power, midnight porno power.
Oh my gosh!
Gotta love it.
I love that, man. I freaking love that.
That was fun.
Oh my gosh! Looking, I think actually we might have a few minutes for a super quick send it to the slaughterhouse if you're up for it.
Oh yeah, I got one already on mine.
All right, let's just do that one, and because I know if we do any more.
Song on song.
Okay, song on song. What you got?
All right. So the song I'm gonna bring up to send it to the slaughterhouse is going to be one that we all love and we all know and we all appreciate in life, and it is going to be "You Only Live Once" by Suicide Silence.
Oh gosh. Okay.
From the Dark Crown album.
All right.
Black Crown. Something like that. I can't remember.
Versus what?
Well, I was hoping you had something to verse
Okay.
with.
Jeez. All right. This is the first thing that came to my mind. Freaking YOLO from Suicide Silence versus Hell from Slaughter Prevail.
I'm gonna be honest.
Are you about? I think you're probably about to switch it up on me. Uh-oh.
I truly think that mine still takes the cake.
Freaking You Only Live Once, Suicide Silence?
I think it goes hard. It goes hard.
Okay.
I like Slaughter to Prevail, but I'm gonna have to stick with my boy. Mitch Lucker. I don't know about you, but I feel like he killed it. I mean, don't get me wrong, Alex Terrible is a fucking god, but I mean, it's Mitch. But, you might see it differently, but you never know. Maybe wonder what the viewers think.
Yeah. If you guys have an input on this, let us know in the comments, And if you want to put a song or an album up against each other, let us know down there. We might put it on here. But
Most likely we will.
more than likely, yeah. And we'll give you a shout out. Woo!
What do you think?
They're both really good. So I'm gonna have to. I think this might be one of the first times that we're gonna be torn. I gotta say Hell from Slaughter Prevail, because don't get me wrong, all respect to Mitch, but freaking Slaughter Prevail goes hard, goes in, and he just takes it, and he shows who the true demon is. He's talking about his hometown.
Yeah.
Old freaking Hell, but. I never thought about a tiebreaker.
Well, I'll tell you this. The tiebreaker is going to have to be our viewers.
Okay.
Our viewers are going to have to be the one that breaks the tie. So if y'all can do us a favor, help me and Dom out and see which song we should send to the slaughterhouse. We'll let you guys know next week.
We got You Only Live Once by Suicide Silence and Hell by Slaughter Prevail. So put a comment down there, or even on our Facebook page, or
Instagram, wherever you guys, whatever social media that you guys get.
Or even email us, themetalhour1@gmail.com, and let us know. So I think it'd be okay if we just go ahead and end it right there on a tie. It's kind of an anticlimactic ending. But I feel like we talked a lot of great stuff today. A lot of about mosh etiquette, clean singers, the freaking breakdown stank face.
Oh yeah.
So I want to thank you guys for coming to check out another episode. Catch us next time on The Metal Hour. Zach, is there anything you got to say?
Personally, I just want to thank you guys for coming and viewing our channel. Listen to us talk about music. We're just two guys who honestly have a passion for music that just want to have a place where everyone can come together and put aside religion, politics, all that fucking negative bullshit, and just focus on one positive thing, and that's music, because music brings us all together. And I just want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart for everything that you guys do and your loyal support, and I want to thank you guys for viewing us.
Heck yeah. Well, we'll see you guys next time. As always, I am Dominic Guard.
I'm Zach Hart.
And stay metal out there.
Stay metal.